Testing. Oh, that was weird. Okay. Hello, everyone. Whoever's watching. Doesn't look like anyone. Welcome again to my stream. Oh, I forgot to put up sane tensions. Let's do that. As it installs every time. Let me just sort some things out quick. Just check Amanda's there. Okay, reconnect. Good, thank you. New flight. Let me just get, come on. Thank you. We are SARL, yes. Hello, Amanda, are you there? See if Amanda's here.
Yes, I'm here, Steve.
Oh, good old Amanda's here. So, today's flight is from, well, you can see I've added a new little overlay, which is called Flight Plan. Now, this is a little test thing, which I'm going to bring up now and again, that updates as we fly along. I'm going to test it because it doesn't use the Garmin system on the top right. Let me show this one. So this is the flight plan that we've got today. Now, I'm hoping that it doesn't use information from the Garmin or from Flight Simulator. Or does it? So at the moment I've got it set up to do latitude and longitude. So it does a what did it call it? Some sort of sign prediction, seeing how close you get, and if you go past, it'll update the legs without looking at the Garmin in the TBM. So anyhow, I'll turn it off for a sec. So today's flight is set the globe and we'll interact. Is where are we? I'm slowly updating all these waypoints, zoom out a bit, waypoints that I've been to, visited, but it's out of order. So I've got it to written a couple of tools, which I might show you later, to help me manage this. So, oh, I didn't get it to do that either. So we're flying from a SARL, SARL, to SAAP today. So we're coming out of Brazil. I think we just might pop through Uruguay and into Argentina. I think we might be in Argentina already, but we're not sure. So that's where we're flying today. I've still got loads of waypoints to put in. These I've had to pull out of Flight Simulator 2020, but getting it to sort of give me a proper list of, and there's some that are missing, and I don't know why they're not missing. They because in the 2020, I got my log from 2020, but it's difficult to know because I didn't do this. There's no way I did that, or did I? I'm not sure. Anyhow, so double click. So today's flight is just from SARL to SAAP. Okay, so we'll just turn that off. And so here we are in Navigraph charts, and you can see where we are. We're over here, and it's quite a bit changed from map to IFR low. Okay, so it's just a nice little flight from where we were before. I did do this yesterday, but apparently I was flying with charts the whole way, or most of the way. So I've taken out of Pasas dos Los Libras, which was that sort of very simple airport, which did have lights, and we'll probably get vectored out and up to Gemsu and back. And then when we get within so many miles, probably like within this so many miles, we'll take the ILS approach into Parana General Urquiza, which is SAAP, and do an ILS approach. It's all quite straightforward. Let's have a look at the ILS chart not again. So let's have a quick look. We'll look at this on the way so we get all the details in, and it's straightforward. We can take a localizer approach and then come out at 041, but we've got GPS So RNAV, and we'll just get them to vector us in onto the approach and straight in. So it's at 2100. The elevation is, if I can find the elevation, so runway is 234 feet. So, but the GPS will warn us of this, but the ILS will get us down anyhow. And if you've got any issues, we'll just head out at 198 degrees, and they will vector us up to 3000 on a heading 18, and then push us back into, probably take us up to PAR here, so we can swing back in for the ILS approach. The localizer is, let's just take that, 110.3, and this is at SAAP. Final approach is 198 degrees. Decision altitude is 436 feet. I don't think I'll be worrying about that. 2,100 feet is the intercept height, and we've got just a tower and the approach, which will have same tensions. Will bring that up automatically. It's also got a VOR as well, so we'll type that in as well. Be interesting. So that's 116.8 PAR, and we'll dial that in anyhow, so that if you do have some sort of problems on the way, at least we know where we're going. So that's it. That's the thing today. That's it. Quite a simple flight. Nothing, no problems. Let's have a quick look at the airport. Looks like a military airport. What they might do is bring us up to the military apron rather than the commercial apron. You can tell it's a military airport. It just looks a little bit more night operations. Yeah, it just sounds like a mixed, and birds as well. We got a mixed usage here. Yeah, so there we go. And this is probably the military information at the bottom, I think. So what I was hoping to take us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it took us up to the military April 17. So that's no good, is it? So right, let's get going. Let's take us off this. We'll leave that on, and I'll turn the charts off. Make sure I turn the charts off this time, and let's see where we are. Okay, so we are in. Oh, I'm not having an update yet. So here we are in SAAP. Oh, hello, mate. What do you want? What have you got? Any cakes? Any cakes? No? Okay. So this is a little, the little airport we're at. They actually got a control tower up there in reality, if you look at Google Maps. But it's had a go at building it. Oh, he's waiting for. So let's get into the plane. I've already removed the chocks and had a walk around. Not that matters. And we'll just take off that, and we'll get in the plane. Okay, so here we are. It's funny when you get in a plane, the blades move. Always does that. So let's get oh no, let's get these yokes out the way. Parking brake on, thank you, and we'll get going. So let's bring up and we'll also see if this bar up the top works. So let's get the checklist. Pre-flight. Okay, covers removed. Yes. AC switches off. That's all off. Flight checks. Parking brake on. Landing gear is down. Pressurization dump switch is normal. Most of these are okay. Let's just check that is cut off. Now this needs to be cut off, doesn't it? So I need to, there we go, and you pull it back, right click, so that's in cut off. Flaps are up. Yep. Fuel selector left or right, doesn't matter. Fuel selector left or right, it's okay. Alternate air source pushed. Where's the alternate air source? It's pushed, that's fine. Emergency RAM is pushed. Yep. The ELT switch is arm off. Now let's see if it's remembered my right, the auto arm is off, that's correct. AP trims are off. Fuel selector boost pump is off. Ignition switch auto is off. Ignition switch is off. Ignition switch auto or off. We got that on auto. Starter switch is off. Correct. Crash lever is up. There we go. Generator selector is main. So we'll just push that up one. Source selector, which one's that? Is off. Correct. Access lighting, check. We don't worry about that. That's all off. Off, off, off. Yep. Interior lights are all off. Exterior lights are all off. Emergency lighting, check. Okay, I'll assume that's off. Ignition switch is auto or... I've just done that. These repeat, you know. Starter switch is off. Landing gear is down. Source selector, battery or GPU? Battery or GPU? Okay, let's look at the battery voltage. Wherever the battery voltage is, tell me where the battery voltage is. Probably the center one. Battery voltage is okay. 24, yeah, 24, that's correct. This is just here. Source of jet, that's fine. Taxi landing light switches are off. Let's go back to the taxi landing light switches. Taxi is switches are off, so switch on. Show switches on, nav light on, eye switch on. And we've checked them. Yeah. Okay, light operation, yeah. Turn them all off, 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 off. CAS, whatever that is. Where's the CAS? I don't know what a CAS is. Check CAS for, oh yes, any abnormal messages. What have we got here? We've got oil pressure, parking brake, auto selective low voltage, that's fine. Fuel is fine. We've got infinite flap levers are set to landing. Check the gear, landing gears, test the push button. Left pitot switch is
TOS system test. Okay.
Oh, okay, left pitot switch is on. Pop. Check Mito peep. On. Can we just check those? Yep, that's fine. Fine. Yep, yellow, that's fine. And we turn them off. This is just all the tests. White pilot, crash lever down. Okay, that's fine. Cockpit, white cabin. Cabin door is check. Flaps, ailerons, ringlets. I've done all that. Static dischargers. The fuel cap is closed. Pitot tube. I've taken a little cover off. Manually, yeah, the landing gear's there. Okay, inside inspection. Inspect, everything's fine. I'll just go through it all before. Yeah, starter also switch, auxiliary off, fuel selector manual, AP trims, everything's off, circuit breaker off, de-icer, and separator off. Parking brake is on, landing gear is down, landing gear again. Dump switch is normal, bleed switch off, hot air distribution full white. Yeah, okay, throttle to cut off, done. Fuel selector left or right. It does repeat this. Emergency, it says inside inspection. EBS tie, switch, normal, guarded. Okay, before starting engine, crash lever is up. Source selector, let's go back up to source selector again. Oh, so repetitive. Generator is on main. DI systems test. I don't know where the DI systems are. Oh, it's down here. DI systems test. Yeah, that's fine. Landing gear lights test. Fuel on board done. Battery voltage is still okay. Yep. Voltage is fine. No, that is the GPU. Check. Okay, engine start. Ignition switch. Let's go back up to the ignition switch. Okay. Auxiliary boost pump on. There's my auxiliary boost pump is on. Thank you. You can hear it. Clear pop. Starter switch on for 2 seconds. 1 and 2. That's it. That's fine. Auxiliary boost pump. Let's look at the NG stuff. So NG should have reached 30% by 30 per seconds. We're watching it go up. 30% or 50% after engine start, abort engine start. I don't know what that means. But it hasn't. Is that right? Not reached 30%. Is that 30%? Maybe I should be off there. Oh, there's 2 notches. Maybe there's 2 notches. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, there's 2 notches. Didn't know that. Okay. That looks fine to me. Look up. That's fine. Auxiliary boost pump is off. Auxiliary boost pump off. Ignition switch. Ignition switch to auto. It's done that. Auxiliary boost pump. Auxiliary boost pump on. Must be set to on. But I just turned it off. Oh, okay. Propeller area is clear. Starter switch on. It's repeating it again. Throttle set low idle. It's repeating it again. Okay, this is low idle. I think always idle on the other side. Okay. Okay, ITT. Let's just check the ITT. Internal turbine temperature. Okay, that's fine. NG 30%. It's repeating it again. Temperature, pressure. Now the prop. Throttle set to the ITT NG oil temperature. Automatic starter is off. Let's go back up again. Automatic starter is off. Correct. I think that's all right. Throttle low to idle. Taxi position. Yeah, it's not really clear about which of these. I mean, it says feather here, but is there like an idle? Is idle over here? Looks like I need to read a manual or something. Okay, oil per temperature check. Just check the temperatures and pressures. Everything looks green. Auxiliary boost pump on auto. It's repeating again. Fuel selector. Fuel selector. Where's fuel selector? Oh yeah, onto auto. That's right. The shift button. I don't know what that does. AP trims on. Autopilot trims are on. There we go. Autopilot trims are on. Generators. Select main. I've done that already. Check for internal messages. Let's see what we've got. So we've got store no heat. So we want to put that on. And the pitot heater. And auxiliary boost pump is on. I'm going to put the inertial separator on as well because we're on the ground. And the final one is auxiliary boost pump is on. Auxiliary boost pump, what did I say, is on to auto. There we go. Air conditioning, we don't care. Bleed switch, auto or max, that's down here, isn't it? So we'll put that onto auto, that's fine. Okay, so we've done that. Inertial separator's on, checked that, flaps are up. Landing field elevation is set correct. Don't know how to do that. Weather radar, we maintain weather radar in standby mode. Weather radar? Don't know where to look for that. Throttle is in from to low idle and back to flight idle twice. Okay, let's do it. Not sure what they mean by that. EIS switch to check. Where did that EIS switch? Let's do that again. It's not telling me. I think it's up here. EIS, check for normal conditions. Oh, that's right, engine. That's all fine. Inertial separator is on. That's fine. Check. That's fine. Taxi lights on. It's up top here. Taxi lights are on. Parking brake off. And then we're ready for taxi. So, okay. Hello, Amanda. Are you here? So I'll just go to here and we'll put this onto full thing. And I'll just go and load the flight plan from Navigraph. Let's take the flight SARL to SAAP. That looks the same to me. Export, put into the avionics. Okay, so that's fine. Good. Okay, so we're all sort of there now. Takeoff, we've got takeoff flaps, everything's fine. I'm not going to accept initialization. Okay, we'll just do that. Now, let's look at the flight plan. So it's runway 18, Gemzu, in back, and then we're straight to the airport here. PAR, Poana. So it's not a very long flight. So it's at like 2,100 feet. En route, it probably won't be, but 2,100 feet at Gemzu. Where's Gemzu here? Gemzu is okay. Then they're going to probably bring us up. We'll see what they say. It can't be 2,100 feet all the way. And then we've got the approach, which is an ILS runway 20. CF20 is our that's our final fix there. So we should be at 2,100 feet here. Straight onto runway. I'm stick VNAV on. VNAV is enabled. Let's go back. Right. So now what I didn't do last time, if we look at the procedures, we've got an approach here. So that's already loaded. Okay, so good. That's already loaded because this wasn't loaded last time. So we're going to make sure I activate it. So let's just preview it. We'll just show on the map. Yeah, so it's CF20, final fix, straight in to, and then vectors if we come out again. Runway 20. So 4 nautical miles. So we should be thinking about getting our undercarriage down about 5 miles here before we get to runway 20 and get prepared for landing. Okay, that's all fine then. Cool. Yep. Let's go back to MFD and I'll just bring in the navcom here because we can see the flight plan here. Let's just zoom out a bit so we can have a look. Oh, come on. Oh, I need to be in the MFD, don't I? Let's go to zip out a bit. There's all the mountains there. So it's Gemzu in back and then straight into... And then we'll probably go like northwest a little bit. They'll probably sequence vector me in for that. Hello, Cliff. How are you? So that'd be fine. So I'm going to go back onto navcom now and I'm going to select the tower. Hopefully the tower. I think I've got tower for this. Let me just check the frequencies for this. Yeah, tower's already selected. But before I do that, I'm going to select the navigation for 11030. That's strange. That's the localizer. And nav2, I'm going to put in the VOR. So it's 116.80, and we'll transfer that in. So it's 1130. Strangely, that sort of remembered it. So this is nav1 is going to be our ILS frequency. Zoom in a bit so you can see it. Nav2 is going to be our VOR frequency. So if we can't pick that up, at least we have a VOR to point to if everything goes horribly wrong. I've switched on nav1 and nav2 so we can hear for the beacons. Everything's fine. Okay. So I'll go back now, back to the radio, and we'll select now. I haven't asked for IFR clearance yet, but let's have a go. So I'm already selected onto the tower frequency. They only have a tower here. So let's have a look. It's Paseo del Oliva Airport, Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie, parked on the runway apron, request IFR clearance. Let's see what they say. In the meantime, I'll just zoom in back in here.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
Yeah, all right, I will. I've got to go back to, and we'll zoom in a bit down here. So we'll see where we're going. I don't know which runway they're going to give us, so hopefully it's runway 18. because that would be straight out.
Golf Sierra
Oh,
Charlie,
here we go.
information Alpha is current, cleared to Paraná. After departure, fly radar vectors Gemsu, then as filed. Runway 36, initial
Gemsu,
climb to flight level 040, departure on 125.39er squawk 5121.
125.39 5121. After departure, fly radar vectors to Gemsu, then as filed. Runway 36, initial climb to flight level 040. Departure 125.39, squawk 5121. And I didn't put Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie, that's 5121.
Charlie, read back correct.
Okay, so 5121. The next, so I need to get to 1215. So we'll just do it properly. We go 1, 2, 1, 5.39. Okay, so that's in standby now. So, and we're going to enter 1, 2, 1. What? Oh, 1, 2, 1 decimal 125. Hang on. 125.39390. Enter, not transfer. There we go. So when I get, see, if you put the next, I mean, when you're flying, generally you sort of know what radios you're going to pick up and what to need. So it's always a good idea to put them all down before you go. 125.390 is 125.390 is departure clearance. It's very likely the same radio tower. So, okay, so we're all ready. Are you ready, Amanda? We're going for a lovely flight.
We're all set for a smooth flight, Steve. Let's get ready for takeoff.
Yeah, all right, okay. So altitude, what did he say? They said climb to 40. So,
Tower, Golf Bravo, Sierra, Sierra,
no.
Charlie, holding short of runway 36.
No, we're
ready to
not.
depart.
No, we're not. Why does she do this? She takes over automatically.
Golf Sierra Charlie, runway 36, winds calm, cleared for takeoff.
Oh dear. Look, I didn't want to do that. Oh dear. So I'm coming out at 360. Runway 36. So I'm going to put 36 in there. So at least we know where we're going now. So 360 is straight up. So it's the opposite of what it was yesterday. So 450 heading, and then we'll just get up to 4,000, and then we'll swivel round and then get back to straight into Gemso. So if I go to the flight plan and I go direct to Gemsu, and I'll activate that, then we know that'll just take us straight there when we take off. Okay, actually I probably should have done that a little bit later, but not to worry. Okay, didn't want that. Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie, request taxi to runway 36. You fools.
Golf Sierra Charlie, runway 36 taxi at your discretion.
Okay, taxi path. Yeah, taxi path. Thank you. Now, my prop is at... So is my prop based on... I'm interested about that. So I'm in taxi at the moment. So the prop is... Oh, what's happening? Oh, we're moving. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Excuse me, miss. So we want runway 36, which is 360, which is down here. So it's gonna. I'm gonna have to go all the way to the end of the runway, as usual. I put my taxi lights on. I probably don't need my taxi lights on, but yeah, okay. I'm gonna put my landing lights on. And nav on. Strobe I'll put on later. I'll put the panel up nice and bright. Everything's fine. Good. I don't know what the barometer is. I'll just ask. Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie, what is the QNH?
Golf Sierra Charlie, not clear what you said. Say again.
Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie, what is the QNH? Don't tell me what it is. I want to know what the figure is.
Golf Sierra Charlie, say again.
Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie, request QNH.
Golf Sierra Charlie, say again.
Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie, what is the pressure here? Maybe that will help.
Golf Sierra Charlie, QNH 1013.
1013. Now that's south, so 360 is north, so we should be going south here. Okay. Okay. So QNH is 1013. 1013? Oh, I'll just click standard then. Well, oh, it's already done it. How weird. Okay, not to worry. I will. So I don't have any. It says something here. That's not giving me any speeds yet. Oh, it is giving me something. I don't know what it's giving me. We'll just look at. Let me just have a quick look at that OBS bar. OBS bar. I want to interact. Oh, I see what it says. It's okay. I thought it said something different. Not a problem. I take all the runway to take off. Okay, my landing. Do I put my landing lights on? Yep. Okay. For the next session for this, we're going to have a look at actually building a little Sim Connect app using Claude AI and trying to fathom out what it's actually doing. I mean, I'm familiar with a basic passing knowledge of Python and HTML, so we should be able to sort out what it's doing. But we will see. How are you feeling, Amanda?
I'm ready for the flight, Steve. Let's make it a good one.
Roger that, Amanda. Or did they copy that?
Roger that, Steve.
That's so funny. Okay. Yeah, see the big X there? If you see X means do not land. Do not land on here. So, but I think it's okay for taxiing. I mean, it depends, I suppose. I mean, I don't want you landing on the turnaround space today. Okay, here we go. Now this is a bit of love. If I only had some more money, I would fly. And you can look at the windsock over to the right. You can see where the wind's blowing. Now that looks like it's a tailwind. I mean, the wind's blowing that way. Why am I taking off runway 360? If that's blowing the other way, it's a headwind. Why have I got a tailwind? I should be taking off. Am I on a correct one? 360? Yeah, runway 36. Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie, ready for departure. Is it going to change me? It's not going to change me to...
Golf Sierra Charlie, runway 36, winds calm, cleared for takeoff.
That is... Oh, it's winds calm, but that doesn't look calm to me. Okay, ready for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie. Oh, and my cup gets in the way of my throttle. I forgot my first stage of flaps, but let's not worry about that. Okay, 70... 80, 90, up we go, there we go. Positive rate of climb. That's fine, everything's fine. Let's see if the... Now, I don't trust my key bindings here. Okay, right, we're up. Landing lights off. Strobe on. There we go. So we're going to carry... Oh, that's a bit steep. We're going to carry all the way up to 4,000. And I'm going to switch on the flight director, and the autopilot.
Charlie, contact departure.
Where's the autopilot? I can't see the autopilot. Oh, there we go. So that should now get us onto... We've already got heading on, so I'll just collect heading. It's going to keep us on the runway. And then I'll just slick up, wait, up to 4,000, we'll turn on. Departure. Golf Bravo Sierra Zero Charlie. Review passing 1,500 feet. Oh, a little bit high temperature there.
Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie, Libres departure, radar contact, climb flight level 230, turn left heading 225, vectors to Gemsu, then on course.
Climb flight level 230, turn left 225, vectors to Gemsu, then as filed. Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie. So we want, what did it say? 225, so we'll just change that to 225. 225, where's 225? 225. 225. 225, 2345. One more. There we go. Right, we've got heading up. And whoa, half bank. Okay. And I want flight level 230. Oh, that's a bit high, but we'll do what it says. 230. I'm getting that strange shadow from the pop again over here. 230. 230. Oh, pop. There we go. 230. So we're climbing to 230. That should bring us back around to put us on to... Where's the runway? Okay, everything's fine. Gear up. Everything's fine. Inertial separator is off. There's no more FOD. And I can select navigation now. And we'll just go direct to Gemsu. Direct. Activate direct. There we go. And I'll just click nav. And now we're following the GPS as it says in here. So we've got autopilot, yaw damper, pit. Don't know what pit means. Altitude selected. La 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 la. Where's VNav? I'll put VNav on just for fun. That's all fine.
Golf Sierra Charlie, direct Gemsu, then as filed, please.
Direct Gemsu, then as filed. Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie. Okay. Just check the prop. Prop's automatic key conditioned up to... No. Yeah, the prop's up to 2,000 now. Maximum torque 78. Everything's fine. Temperatures and pressures. Direct to Gemsu. And we are now flying. Hooray! Now let's just have a quick look at this flight plan. Let's see what it's doing. Oh, not that.
Sierra Charlie, climb flight level 240.
Flight level 240, Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie. 240. There we go. Now I'm just going to bring out the flight plan and just see what it's doing. Right, it's not doing what I wanted it. It says live. It hasn't told me about the fuel. It hasn't got an ETA. Interesting. It might not be working, this little flight plan thing. that you can see. But we'll keep an eye on it, see if it starts anything. I mean, what I could do is get it to take the data from the Garmin avionics. I mean, that might be more interesting for everyone, but I'm just testing it out. Okay. Anyhow, it doesn't really matter. By the way, the weather's sort of fine. I'll just bring up the charts so everyone can see. If I bring out, there we go. If we have a look, and I'll turn on the weather, you see we've got some icing. This is icing, so I right click. Sorry, if I click on it, it says a SIGMAT ice and frost at 17 Zulu at flight level 800 to 190. So we've got some icing there. Yeah, moving east northeast, so it's going away from us at 0.5 knots. That's fine. We've got some rain over here, but I don't think that's going to affect us on the flight. I've clicked on the little meter. If we look on layers, we can click. Let's take off the SIGMATs for the moment.
Golf Sierra Charlie, climb flight level 280.
Flight level 280, Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie. You can see we've got V's. See little V's means VFR, i.e. visual flight rules. Anything that's got like, for instance, we've got an MV here, which means, I don't know what MV's. Minimum, there's an IFR there. I wonder why that's IFR. Was that? I don't know what that's about. You can see we've got VFR. Now, if we go up further north into the States, we see we've still got VFR. So all these nice green dots, and you've got some medium ones here. But if I go over here, we've got an I. Come over to Europe. It's all quite nice, actually. Now, to see where the storms are over here, we've got IFR here. Oh dear, limited IFR. If you see that, then that's dodgy. Don't go there. But we're going to be fine because if I put on the wind barbs, pop. There we go. You can see where the wind is blowing. The wind is blowing sort of east northeast up this way. Although that is at flight level 220. That's correct. So if we bring it down, you see that the wind always, is it veers or backs? I can't remember. It will turn round. Oh, it's getting, yeah, so at flight level 220, say, we're fine. A little bit of wind from the to the east northeast, but that's all fine. I'm going to turn off the weather now and just click here, and I'll take off the charts for a second. Yeah, I've moved the maps out the way, Cliff. Don't worry. Flaps out the way. So we wanted flight level 280, did you say? Okay. Was that a toilet again? Right, hang on a second. 280. Okay, now wait a minute. Where's FS realistic? Now, lavatory flush off. Hooray! That's got rid of the lavatory flush now, so that's cool. Didn't want that lavatory flush, so I've got that on standard. That's on standard now because we're past the transition. Click standard barometer. Cool, everything's fine, all is good. Landing lights are off, nav and strobe are on, panel on, everything's fine. I'm not going to move backwards because every time I move backwards the plane goes doolally. So the prop conditions automatically. Okay, The pot works within the... Yeah, so the pot's automatic. There's no condition lever that you can think about. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Let's run it. No, the other way. Oh no, hang on, the other way. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Here we are. Oh, I didn't want that. I'll go back. There's a plane just behind us to the left. Going down. Coming in from somewhere. Don't know. So, right, we're up. We're up. Everything's fine. We'll just check our instruments again. Let's check our navcom. So the next one we probably want is the center. We're still on Los Libres departure, but we haven't left. We're just about to leave, if you look here, just about to leave this control zone here. So they might ask us to go to the center. We'll see what happens with that. But we'll see if they sequence anything in properly as well. Try not to suck my teeth today. You'll be glad to know that my Chihuahua, Stilton, has now eaten. He's had a nice wee and a poo, and he seems to be quite happy barking at things, so all good there. Can never tell what the temperature is in the cockpit. Anyhow, so I need to go to PFD settings, nav1, nav2. So now I've put nav1 and nav2 on. It's because we're on GPS, we've got GPS here, but once we start picking up the bearings, that should be nav2. Yeah, we've got nav2 already. Oh,
Contact Resistencia Center on 125.75.
told you, we just moved it out. 125.75, Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie. We'll get a little bit of torque going. Watch the temperature of the engine. We're fine. Yeah, so nav2 is the VOR, PAR, which is the VOR that we saw, and we put that into the nav2 setting, and it tells us that it is at a bearing of 246 magnetic radial, and it's 184 nautical miles. So when we get within about, I don't know. Oh, now what? Yeah, it did it again. It lost my throttle. I don't think my throttle's getting enough power from my hub. It does that sometimes. Keep an eye on that. It maybe my HOTAS is about to give up. So once we get nearer, we'll see.
Victor Kilo Bravo X-ray contact Curitiba Center on 133.5.
Oh, actually, I better just contact the center.
Puerto Curitiba Center, Lima Victor Kilo Bravo X-ray.
Resistencia Center, Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie, review at 19,000 feet. So you have a solid arrow for nav2 and a
Bravo Sierra Charlie, Resistencia Center identified. Saludos.
Saludos. So we have the ILS is nav1, which is what the approach will use. When we click the approach button, and the open, the what's that? I don't know. The closed one, the line, is ILS, and that will populate and appear on here when we have a signal. But the VOR has already picked it up. nav2, and you can see that on here.
Charlie, contact Curitiba Center on 123.725.
123.725 Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie. So I'll just select that. I can do that from say intentions. Curitiba Center, Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie. At you, with you at 20,000 feet. Oops, at you. So we've got a bit of a crosswind here. 46 knots.
Sierra Sierra Charlie, Curitiba Center identified. Buenas.
Buenas. So we're probably a bit icy up here. Not quite sure. We're coming up to Gemsu, which we should, yeah, that's about right. We're coming up to, should get to about 28,000 feet when we get to Gemsu. Where does it say there? Flight level 280. So it knows we want flight level 280. Then we should change to a track of 274 degrees, but not magnetic. Sorry, it is magnetic, yes, but not our. Oh, there we go. So now we've switched to the little area, whatever left of it, and you can see that we're now aligning with the VOR. So at least that's a confirmation of where we're going. And we should have a track of 249. It's slowly coming up. Okay, the next, and now it's flipped, changed to, the next one is in back, and then we should start descending, and we should be down at 5904 feet.
Sierra Charlie, contact Resistencia Center on 125.75.
125.75, Golf Bravo, Sierra Sierra Charlie. West Distantia Center, Golf Bravo, Sierra Sierra Charlie. Review at 23,000 feet. They're gonna argue about that.
Golf Bravo, Sierra Sierra Charlie, Resistencia Center identified. Good afternoon.
Yeah, well, they should have come back and said, "Are you sure?" Really? Let's have a look outside. Look outside time. There we go. Let's have a quick look. Right, now we're flying. We've done all the instruments bits. We can enjoy a bit of cinematics. Watch the trees lod in. Here we go. There we are. So we're flying east on the way.
Sierra Charlie, descent in about 20 minutes. Notify if you're ready to descend before that.
Roger, Golf Bravo, Sierra Sierra Charlie. So we're slowly flying east.
Sierra Charlie, expect the ILS runway 20 approach into Paraná.
Runway 20. Expect runway 20 into Paraná, Golf Bravo, Sierra Sierra Charlie. Runway 20. Okay, let's get back in. Make sure we've got the correct runway. Runway 20. That is the one we want. Yeah, I just checked. Let's look at our approaches again. Procedures. There's no arrival procedure. Let's just check that. So it's already loaded. Transition vectors, vectors to it. That's the primary frequency 11030. It'll probably put that in. The minimums, they said the minimums for that. Oh, what are the minimums for that? I'll just have a quick look. Hang on. That's not it. The minimums were. Oh, I saw it. Final approach course, 2001 H. Decision altitude. 200, so it's 436 feet. So if I click on that, 436, I can ignore that, but 36 feet. That's the. But is that decision altitude? So the height is 202. That's barometer. Ah, okay. I don't want radio altitude. Okay, that's fine. So at 436 feet, so that's the height above sea level, which is what we want. Enter. So that will give us our minimums. It should come up and say minimums or something. But we don't activate that till we know that we're there. If we activate it before, then it would mess up our thing and take off. So what happened yesterday when I flew with a map charts over the window the whole way, most of the way, is that when I pressed approach mode, blah 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 blah, approach mode, it would activate this sequence here, this ILS approach sequence, take us down to the runway using the ILS. but I hadn't set it, so we just kept flying over the airport, so I had to do a go around. Correct thing to do, and let them sequence vector us and sequence us back onto another approach, and it all went swimmingly, except you couldn't see it because I was a silly. Wow, look at that. I think it's time to replace my lights. All my lights, it's like a disco in here at the moment. All my hall lamps and my ceiling lamps are flickering on and off. So I might need to sort of get into the loft and rip out some floorboards and check the wiring and just put a normal light in it. Downlighters are horrible. They're alright for kitchens, but well, in fact they're not very good for kitchens. Wow, there's lots of farming down here. Yeah, that shadow there. Surely, don't call me Shirley. Surely this shadowing would not be happening. Surely that would be... I mean, it's not like this is a camera. It's more like it's real life. So our eyes wouldn't observe the shadows on here, or would they? Surely that only works in cameras. You know, when you film a helicopter and the blades look static. Yeah, that shadow should not be happening. Let me take a quick screen grab. I'll try and zoom in, try and catch it, and then let's just do that a few times. Okay, what's that? Have I broke it? Oh no, yeah, it's losing the... It started to lose it. That might be to do with the graphic settings, but I'm not messing with the graphic. Yeah, look, it's losing the throttle again. I think my hub is a bit rubbish. I mean, I've got loads of things plugged into it. I wonder how... Maybe it's just not enough power for it. Don't know. Yeah, so here we are. Look, if I zoom in, it says my minimum is 436. That's my minimums at the airport. So if I can't see the runway within 436 feet doing an ILS approach, we have to go around. We have to go around because that is not a good approach. And what's that mean? So we got a good old bit of wind here. Spend more money, Cliff. Wow. I mean, I did buy the cheapest. I tell you what, Anchor have bought one out. It's got a little screen. It's got all the connections in it. But I don't think I'll be buying. I spent enough on vets to buy another. Yeah, what I might do is just try and plug it into the back of the computer to see if it's, because the little lights, you know, these HOTAS have little lights on the top and the bottom and displays, and I just don't think it's getting enough current. It's odd actually, because the USB comes into the throttle element, and then there's a cable that comes out and goes all the way to the joystick. So it makes me wonder that maybe there's a loose connection into my HOTAS. They are like 6 years old. Like 7 years? It must be about 8 years old. I don't think they've made any updates to for it. Oh, what's that say? It just says navigation map. You know, it says north up here. Well, our flight instructor, he said, well, if you want to be a bit more... learn a bit more about north up and get your left and rights properly and north and northwest, put that in your car, make everything in your car north up. So now in my car, even though I'm going left, even though I'm going let me think now, as I'm driving, I'm going east, I'm actually driving east on the map. So I put north map there, and it can drive some people mad. Can you have the map going in the direction we want to go? No. Here, look. So we've got almost a crosswind. 298. So it's about here. I've got a crosswind coming in at 56 knots. So that's 30% of that. Oh, I can't work it out. So we've got a bit of a crosswind here, and you can see the plane. This is where our track is. This is where we're meant to be going. This is actually where the direction we're going. And this is where the plane is pointing. Okay. So you can see it here. We're pointing off the track. So on a clock, if you have, I'm trying to think now. So 256. So 50, oh God. 50, well, let's say 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's 40 degrees. So at 57 knots. So if we go 20, 30, that's the 20, 30, that's 15%. Oh, I can't remember. But you can work it out very easily from a little from your clock, actually. It was all digital in here, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. If I had my whiteboard and my pen, well, I have actually, but I'm not going to do it. So let's see where we are. We've got 133 nautical miles to go. Let me just see if I can find using a clock face cloak clock face to do wind wind, well, I forgot what it, crosswind calc. Let's just read that. I could have done it in Claude. Yeah, quick crosswind for pilots. Yeah, here we go. I'll just drag this out and I'll show you what I mean.
Golf Sierra Charlie, contact Ezeiza Center on 124.1.
124.1, Golf Bravo, Sierra Charlie. Ezeiza Center, Golf Bravo, Sierra Charlie, with you at 280, flight level 280, I should have said.
Golf Bravo, Sierra Charlie, Ezeiza Center identified. Good evening.
Good evening. Okay, let me just put that into here. Properties. Oh, come on. Properties. And I want... That's it. There we go. Right, here we are. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. Hang on, wait a minute. Okay. So if I turn that on, pop. Here's what I'm talking about. So we've got the wind angle difference from the runway. So if you've got like I don't know, 240 and you've got a wind of let's make it north. So you've got 0 and you've got a wind coming from 60, it's like 60, and you go, well, I've got 0 and 60, that's 60. Okay, and then you say, well, how many no, it's a bit too much. Let's go 30 degrees. So you take 0 and you subtract or add your 30 degrees offset for the wind, and then you go, it's 5 knots, say. I'd say, what are they saying here? It's not telling me here, but assume it's like 5 knots or something. And then you can see that you've got, what did I say, 30. So 30 degrees is 50%. So you'll be getting 10 knots. And it's a really quick way to do it if you remember how to do it. So if it's like 25% of the difference, it's 5 knots. If it's 20%, and what are they taking? Oh, they're taking 20 knots. So 25% is 5 knots. Okay, that's 1025. So 15 degrees is 25%, 5 knots, 33%. And you can you can do it like that. So it's a nice, easy way to do it. Otherwise, we have to use SAAP over the hypotenuse to do it. And yeah, and you also get little tables as well. You got the angles, and the sign of the angles actually. Anyhow, go look it up. I can't remember. So here we go. Look, Chris Wren. So what can I do here? Find the angle. Can I run this? Yeah. So if you've got like if the 1020, so if it's like 30 difference, it's 15%. If it's 30, if it's right down, how is this working? Can I change things in here? Can't do it. So you find the runway heading, so I'm getting all this wrong. So you're landing on runway 27, the wind is 240 degrees at 15 knots. So you find the offset angle, so you take 270 minus 240, and that gives you 30%. So it's 30%, 30 degrees is like, so it's, oh God. Yeah, 15, 30. So 30 is about half. So you look at half here, and that gives you the, because I can't remember. Anyhow, I used to be able to do this. Anyhow, that was well done, Steve. Well done, Steve. That was very well explained. That was really well explained. Let's have a look outside. We're coming into a restricted zone. So there's a restricted zone down here, and I don't know why. I think we're probably above it. The last flight I did ask for a flight level of 10,000 feet so we could see things, but I'm just making sure I go past the restricted flight. Let's have a look at this restricted part here. So let's just find out. Let's go back to my plane. Pop. Yeah, we've got a restricted area from our flight level 190, 4,000 to 190. So we are above it. Is that right? 4,000 to flight. I can't quite understand it. So we're now in some sort of restricted zone. And I don't think this is a buffer between countries, because here's a country here. This is Brazil, I think. Oh no. Yeah, that's Brazil. Here is another country. No, wait a minute. Where's Brazil on this? Yeah, this is Brazil. We've got a little country here. Oh, I don't know. Anyhow, we're in some sort of restricted airspace. So if I right click on that, it says restricted from 4,000 to flight level 190. Now we are above that. That's probably good, because before yesterday, or the day before when we flew it, we were definitely within the restricted airspace, and I don't know why this restricted airspace is here. I mean, it's, you know, this is Class C and Class D airspace is here. This is also restricted from 4,000 to flight level 190. It must be something to do with funneling planes through. Not quite sure. But then again, it might be military. I mean, even so, the airspace here isn't as mad as, let's have a quick look, as what's going on up here.
Sierra Charlie, and your discretion descent, flight level
Good luck with that.
180.
Oh, flight level 180, Golf Bravo, Sierra Sierra Charlie. So let me turn off the charts quick, so we don't get messed up again, so we can see where we're going. Flight level, okay, flight level 180. If you notice at the top bar,
Sierra Charlie, descent, flight level 180.
okay, yeah, we're doing it, why not? Oh, that's the wrong way. No, that's the wrong way, actually. 180, 78180. 80. Okay, down we go. Now we'll flight level change on this. No, of course it won't. Vertical speed, down we go. Let's go down. Let's pull back a speed a bit, and we'll go down at about 1500. No, 1500. 1600 will do. That'll get us down. Let's zoom it out on the MFD. See how far away we are. Still got a way to go. But what I've got to remember is make sure that I activate. If I press the approach button here, that should activate this loaded approach. So we'll see what happens, because it's the transition is vectors to CF20, and I'll just show you that again. Let me show you that again. There we go. So where's our flight plan? Here we are. So make that a bit bigger for you all. So this is where are we? So this is CF20. Okay, so they want to get us vector on this in at least to get the ILS at CF20 here. It's got some maximum speeds here, but the height at CF20 is not. It is 2,100. So they should. Where are we here? So they should be getting us down, ready to come across here. So we get to about, I don't know, whatever nautical miles. What we got here? About 10 nautical miles. Then we'll put the speed. We'll drop the speed right down. So we'll see what happens with that. If I do it correctly, that is. Say intentions does it properly. Or not. Or break it. We don't know. Who can tell? Hi, Rusty. Nice to see you. Hope you're feeling well. I did stream yesterday. No, I didn't stream yesterday. The poor Chihuahua was in not well and had to. Oh, but he's okay now. Of course he is. So I've fed him properly human cooked chicken. And then while I was flying on the, I don't even know what day it is. Before, nobody told me that my charts was on the screen for the last part of the flight, and I forgot the approach button to load the approach, let alone activate it. So I had to do a go around and had to vector me back. Oh, it was calamity, and nobody saw all the proper go arounds I was doing, and oh dear. Anyhow, it was it was a hilarious nightmare. But I did a proper go around, so that was all right. Now, if you look at the top of the bar, that's our progress at the top here. In the little bar at the top. Oh.
Flight level 120.
Flight level 120, Golf Bravo, Sierra Sierra Charlie. I need proper knobs for this. I'm gonna have to get proper knobs. What's it? 120, flight level 120. Okay, this seems right, but we're still in this restricted airspace. Maybe I'm allowed in this restricted airspace. Maybe it's restricted for only for people like me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a little bit more. Let's get down, huh? So let's have a quick look outside. There we go. The lovely fields and the lovely clouds. And at least we'll be landing in the I thought that river was moving away. Was it east northeast? Don't know. Anyhow, look down there. I wonder what it's like down there. In the middle of nowhere. Just a little farmstead, middle of nowhere, no pressure. Do a bit of manual labour. I don't know. Who can tell? Let's see if the flight plan's been working. Hang on, let's put the flight plan back on. Nope, that's not been working. That should have changed by now. So that's not taking the information from the Sim Connect. So next time I will take it from, I don't know, it's not updating. Let me just refresh that one. There we go. I'll just refresh it. No, it's not. Interesting. Don't know why. We shall see. We shall see. I mean, it can take it from the Garmin inside the plane, but I don't know. But the bar at the top here, I mean, that's working. It knows, and I know it can take the waypoints in because we've seen it. This is interesting. I just think it was broken. Anyhow, Claude only built that like 5 minutes before we even got into the plane, to be honest. Very weird.
Sierra Charlie, descent flight level 060.
Yes, if Apple made a car, would it have windows? Well, as long as it's not liquid glass. I hate that liquid glass. It's horrible, spidery, horrible round. It's like a UI that's someone made in I don't know. I just don't like it. It's not. It's just not. I mean. It's just not serious enough. Maybe it's not meant to be serious. Oh, sorry. Descend flight level 060 Golf Bravo Sierra Sierra Charlie. Look, I'm behind my flight. Oh gosh. 060. I wasn't listening, was I? 060. I need proper knobs. There we go. Right. I need to descend. Well, I'm not sending much more than that. Oh, in Apple, liquid glass. It's a new operating, a new UI for everything. Oh, let's make everything, rather than go, let's just make the phone look a little bit more rounded. It's like, let's make all the other operating system look silly on your Mac. So you've got a nice square. So you've got Windows, you've got Excel, and so at the bottom, rather than having a nice what's it called, crisp rectangular edge. Oh, it's all rounded now. Someone went mad with an ellipse template. Oh, who remembers ellipse templates? It's terrible. It's awful. Hate it. I don't mind a bit of a rounded corner. To be honest, if I didn't need Windows or Mac OS, if I wasn't like locked into this for flight sims, mind you, X-Plane runs on Linux, doesn't it? Don't know. I'll probably use Linux or something. That would be, you know, at least it'll keep you busy. It'll keep you busy. Yeah, Linux will keep you busy. I'll just check on my map. So we're coming in. I should get vectors soon. We're coming in now. We're coming into the Class C airspace of Piranha. The Piranha 2, the Flying Killer, which was actually a James Cameron movie. Piranha 2, the Flying Killer. Fish on Strings. That was James Cameron. I swear it was James Cameron. Where he was just having a laugh. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Flying piranha fish. I've got to check that now. Now what's happened? Look. Got to check now. Quick, before Piranha 2. Piranha 2. Okay, let's have a quick look. Piranha 2. No, was it Piranha 3? Piranha 3. No, Piranha movie. Piranha movie. Can't spell today. Uh-oh. I'm just going to say something in a minute. Series. Piranha movie series. Okay, here we go. Piranha film series. Yes, Piranha 2. The Spawning was James Cameron. So Cameron, previously a special effects artist for Roger Corman, was hired as director. Both a critical failure and a box office bomb, was largely disowned by Cameron, who attempted to have his name removed. as refers to return to the Terminator as is.
Flight level
Oh.
040, turn right heading 260 vectors for the ILS runway 20 approach, QNH 1016.
Flight level 040, turn right heading 260 vectors for the ILS runway 20 approach, QNH 1016. So, right, so.
Golf Sierra Charlie, descend flight level 040.
Yes, I'm doing it. 040. Okay, we're getting there. And what did I say? Turn right heading. So we're on headings now, aren't we? Turn right heading. Oh, I can't see the heading. I'm going to mess it up. Turn right heading 260. Yeah, 260. Okay. So we've still got the VOR here. QNH 1016. So, 016. There we go. That should give us the right. Okay. Too busy talking about James Cameron's first film, Piranha 2, The Flying Killer. I'm sure it was the flying one. In fact, I think there was a movie I saw and there's only 3 people in the cinema. Was it 2001: A Space Odyssey in those days? Can't remember. It's some movie. I was the only person in there, and then James Cameron's Piranha movie came on and everyone laughed. So there we go. Turn right heading 260. Let's just check this. 260. Yep. Flight level, we're almost down to flight level. It wants us down to 2,000 feet. That's on the. That must be a. That must be. It must know from the sequence here. It must know from the sequence that, unless that's a minimum. No, that must be the ILS. I don't know. Let's have a quick look at this. Approach here. Let's go back to the MFD. Look at the flight plan. Well, it says 2,100 feet here, so it should know. Can't see 2,000 feet here. It knows I should be at 4,000 feet over. Sorry, that's not right. Don't know. Okay, I am about. Let me have a look at this. 36 nautical miles from there. That's on PAR. That's the VOR. I've got 36 nautical miles from there. Okay, so it's going to vector me in. It's going to be a nightmare vector. Right, so it's going to drop us down to 2,100 feet at some point. So once I don't want to see. Last time I put the undercarriage here was flying really slow for like a long time. Yeah. What I don't like about this is this heat exhaust. Well, I suppose that and the weird shadows.
Smartbird 37901, descend and maintain flight level 230, cleared for the Cook and 2 Quebec arrival into Aeropark.
Cook and 2. Can't see any planes.
For flight level 230. Cleared for the Cook and 2 Quebec arrival into Aeropark Smartbird 37901.
There's quite a few planes hanging around on the live traffic. So the airport's over there somewhere. I don't know. Let's go outside and have a look. Runway 260. Okay. So the runway's over here. Very pretty. Well, at least we'll be, as I said before, at least we'll be landing in lights today. Landing in the sun. I wonder if this means when we're flying east. Let me think now. So every time I set off, the sun's going to be higher because we're flying east at the same time. That makes sense, I think. You right, Stilty? Good boy. Imagine just living a nice little a hamlet. Are we in Argentina? Argentina, I think we are. Chile, I don't know. Little hamlet down there. No, they've even got a hamlet, an Argentina hamlet. I'm not sure. Now I should be getting more vectors soon and more height information. I've bought I've got a little Thunfom stream deck with lots of knobs and buttons that I'm hoping to be able to put onto the altitude, the heading, and I don't know, maybe the up and down thing, but the up and down thing, barometer, heading, altitude. So I'm hoping that will work, and also take some of the buttons. But I've been asking Claude about this, and Claude says that I'll be able to put all these buttons onto my iPad, so I can make them. But I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. In the stream tech, I can put little LCD display behind it. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what will happen. Where am I? Do you want to see? Are you just playing with me, Cliff? That's where I am. Look. I'm in the airspace now. They're restricted. Oh no, I'm not actually. This is class. Is that class C? No, it's restricted again. So this is the class C airspace here. This is control space here. So I'm going to probably pick up the ILS here, and then it's just straight in. 2,000 feet, straight in. Yeah. Now I'm going to turn the charts off now. Yeah.
Flight level 035, turn left, heading 260.
Hang on. Wait a minute. Flight level 035, turn left, heading 260. I'm still on 260. So what do we want? 350. Eh? Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's go down a bit. Yeah, it's going to slowly bring me in. The airport is over there. It's over this river here. This river. It's over the other side of that. Because I remember that.
Sierra Charlie, 13 miles from FF20. Turn left, heading 250. Descend altitude 2100 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 20 approach. QNH 1016.
Hang on. Vertical speed. Aviate, navigate. Okay. Turn left, heading 250. Descend 2,100 feet. Cleared for ILS, runway 20 approach. QNH 1016, Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie. 10. Okay. Oops, sorry about that. I haven't picked up that localizer yet. So where are we on my map? I'm going to start doing descent stuff. Let's go down a bit faster. Let's get our speed down so I can put out my undercarriage. That'll do. Undercarriage down. There we are. Haven't picked up the localizer yet. Let me just check the localizer frequency. No, too slow. Let me just check my localizer frequency. Was 11030. Yep, that's fine. That's PA. Hasn't picked it up yet, which is, I suppose, is a good sign. Go back to the MFD. Okay. It's over here somewhere. I'm going to do... Where are we now? I'm going to do one stage of flaps. Oh, one stage of flaps. Not two stage. Landing lights on. Thanks, Cliff. Landing lights off. I'm going to turn my strobes off. Pulse. Oh, hang on. Strobes off. Because they say they don't like that. I'm going to put my inertial separator on so I don't get FOD everywhere. So 250, 2,100 feet. So we should pick up the localizer soon. And they're probably going to pick that up soon. Come on. Localizer. We should be picking it up any second. If I put approach mode on now, will it do it? No, it hasn't got a localizer yet. Come on, we should be picking it up any second. It's over here. So when this goes more or less south, southish, yeah, we should be picking it up soon. ILS. Okay, once I'm going to put another stage of flaps down. My angle attack things come up. Not too slow, not too slow, not too slow. Put a bit more throttle on. Any chance localizer approach? I'm going to just change my course a little bit. I'm going to zoom in a bit on here. You'll see where we are. Yeah, I've missed the bloody localizer again, haven't I? Why have I not picked it up? Maybe I'd... Oh, I know why.
Charlie, contact Parana Tower on 119.6.
Jesus. Haven't activated it, have I? Stupid. Thank you. Oh, I've missed it. Okay, let's go round.
Golf Sierra Charlie, contact Parana Tower on 119.6 when established.
119.6, Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie. Okay. Okay, so we'll just fly on here. We're fine. We're fine. I'm a little bit slow. Whoa. I'm a little bit slow, but we're fine. Yeah. So I've got approach mode is on now. That should take us in. So my stage of flaps. I'm a little bit slow. I want to be a little bit more forceful than that. Come on. That's it. Thank you. Yeah, I hadn't activated it again. Yeah, I know my stream says Brazil. Oh, a little bit too hot there. Okay. We're nearly on there. Nearly on the approach. Ladies and gentlemen, landing lights are on. Undercarriage down. Brakes are off. Flaps down. Perfect. Yeah, I didn't activate. I'd load it, but I didn't activate it. I always thought the approach button activated, but clearly not. Okay, here we go. Right, coming in. Localizer's coming in. Let's turn off bank mode. Is bank mode off? Yeah, it's already turned it off. Okay, we're on approach. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on approach now, Amanda.
We're on approach to Parana, runway 20. I'll handle the comm tower.
No, don't handle the comm. Oh dear. Oh dear. Parana Tower, Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie on final for ILS, runway 20, Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie. I did all that wrong, never mind.
Parana Tower, Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie.
No, don't you do it.
Good evening. Established on the ILS runway 20
Right.
approach.
Don't do it, that's what I just said that.
Bravo Sierra Charlie, Parana Tower, Roger, winds 180 at 4. Golf Sierra Charlie, Roger. Golf Sierra Charlie, runway 20, winds 180 at 4. Clear to land.
Clear to land, Golf Bravo Sierra Charlie. No. Oh, stop it. She's taken over. She doesn't trust me, that's why. Got no trust with Amanda. She doesn't trust me. Again, Amanda took over, Cliff. Maybe Amanda knew that I had failed. Yeah, activated it. I had activated it. Maybe I hadn't. I don't know. I know. Propeller feathering things. I don't know what you're talking about, Cliff. What propeller feathering things? Okay, we should be coming up to minimum's decision altitude quite soon. Were there pappies here last time? I can't remember. 500 feet. We should get a little minimums thing in a little bit of time. 500 feet. That was 500 feet above ground. Okay. Autopilot off, and we'll just come in visual approach. Minimums. Yeah, minimums continue. Numbers, I'm a little bit low. I'm a little bit high. Okay, and one way at the end. Bottle off. A little bit off the centre as usual. Okay, feather.
Golf Sierra Charlie, welcome to Parana. Taxi to stand, parking 17 via Alpha. Bravo, stay with me.
Taxi to stand, parking the 17 via Alpha Bravo. Golf Bravo, Sierra Charlie. God, the desperate lod for there. Okay. Well, that was a reasonable landing. Yeah, I haven't got a button for the prop reverse. If I did have. Okay, let's get past the exit to the runway. We'll just stop here for a sec. Okay, let's tidy up. Flaps up. Taxi light off. Now the strobe, turn that off, the strobe. Strobe should have been off. They don't like strobes. Okay, inertial separator is still on. That's good. Oh, what's that say? Handbrake is on. That's fine. Now, let's bring up the charts. Let's see if my charts work now. Charts. Airport diagram. There we go. Right, so what can I do with this? Can I tell me where I'm going? Oh. Sync point of view. Chart options. Ooh. Don't know what that means. Anyhow, let's see now. We want parking our 17. Now 17 is over here. Because if I zoom in on this somehow, how do I zoom in on this? I wonder what sync point of view does. I don't know. Let's go back a bit. Charts. Now, let's zoom in a bit. Zoom in. There we go. And I now pan, push to pan. Oh, there we go. I've got touchpad. So I've got some here. If I zoom in again, it doesn't tell me where 17 is. But yesterday it took me up to over here, the military apron. But that's not to worry about that. We'll leave that on here, and I'll just zoom out again so we see where we are. But if I look at my airport thing on the charts, still doesn't tell me where 17 is. But The good thing about Flight Simulator and say intentions, which is the A thing, I can just click on taxi path and it'll tell me, and it'll be all the way down here. No, it's loading it in. There it is. It's all the way down there. Exactly what happened yesterday. Okay, so brakes off, not hot air. A mistake. Let's go. Let's go and let's go there. Now, if you notice in the top bar, the little line's gone all the way across. So at least that's one thing that worked today. Amanda, I want cake. I do actually want some cake. I don't know what the time
That's
is.
not happening, Steve.
Oh, what? I'm not having cake. Right, so let's turn the flight director off. Off. Thank you. Your damper off. No, it flashes before it goes. That's good. Yeah. Oops. So did I call tower? It was tower, wasn't it? I am on tower. Piranha tower 119.6. 119.6. Okay. Got to try and get the be more. What I do with this, and it's the same with when I'm flying normally, is that I try and imagine the line going for the center of the plane, and that doesn't work. If you looked at any of my flight training practice things, landings, I'm always on one side or the other. Very rarely on the center. The only decent center run I did was on a really strong crosswind, where I had to go wada 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 and try and just pull it back onto it. I seem to be better at really scary crosswind landings than normal ones. It's very strange. But I haven't had a serious crosswind landing yet. Not in Flight Simulator. Yeah, taxi lights are on, Cliff. Stop backseat driving me. Well, at least I found the toilet flush button. Right, they're going to give me permission to cross if I stop here.
Golf Sierra Charlie,
Yeah.
cross runway 20.
Cross runway 20, Golf Sierra Charlie. And we've got to check. I don't know what idiot's coming. Some idiot in a TBM 930. Truck. It's the same truck. Don't. No collision avoidance trucks. So what did it say the height was above ground? I've got 220 on here. And it said the height was... elevation is 200. So I am 200 above ground. And the decision altitude was above sea level. So that's correct. We've got any intersecting planes today. Oh. I hate it when they have intersecting planes. It just spoils the whole thing. Terrible when you does that. Oh, it put me right at the end today. We've got any military planes? There was some mill here the other day. Seems to be all commercial. Well, sorry, light, general. Because there's like, oh, it's not a Piaggio. A Fiat? Can't remember what it is. Yeah, let's get past. I have to go in the grass. Oh, he wants to be right down here? Well, that's miles to walk to the cake shop. There we go. And we're here. There we go. Parking brake on. Okay, let's follow the cut-off thing. So it's shift. Cut off. Okay, everything off. Switch that goes to off. Yep. And then it's off for that. Off. That's all off. Panel off. And let me just go down. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, so oops, auxiliary boost pump off. That's off. Fuel selector onto manual. Ignition off. That's off. Off, 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 off. Everything off. Battery off. Put the crash bar down. Didn't put any oxygen on. So we've all died. All sorted. Hooray. Let's get out of the plane. Let's get out the plane. There we go. So what I can do, I can put the chocks back on, but how do I put the cover back on? See, there's no button for the cover. I wish they'd go and sort some of these out. I mean, it's a very simple bug, you know. Simple bug, simple fix. You know, if engine covers are on, it's good. I can go over and put the pitot cover on. Where's the pitot? There it is. Pop pitot cover on. Stop bugs getting in your holes. Oh, sorry. Both pitot, dual pitots, very nice. But how do I put the thing on? Won't let me put it on. I can't put it back on again. It is bonkers. Do I need to be really near? No. Don't know. Don't know how to put the covers on. Anyhow, so there we go. Local time here is... Let me just check what... Look at the weather. Local time is... It's 2048 UTC. So the local time is 17:48. Live weather. Quite a nice day. Thank you for watching me do this flight. And next time it will be something different. Might be a little bit of playing with SimConnect and showing what SimConnect does and how Claude can write you some little tools using the same stuff, like for the little header at the top, for instance, and things like you know, the globe here. Oops, that's not right. Just a second. There we go. So, for instance, the little, so it shows you where we are here. Yeah, little things like that. How it gets this data from SimBrief and what have you. This needs working. We've got another. I've got some other little tools. So it might have a little tool thing on here next time. Oh, it also does a visited path as well, so it can fly from one to the other. But it should be a bit faster. It's my fault. So if I click visited, whoop, the little ping moves across. There it goes. Pop. And then EDDPs. These aren't in the right order. I've built a little tool. Actually, I'll show you that while we're here. Let's see if I can't open that up. Let's turn that off for a sec. Let's turn the overlay off and open up. Bear with me a second while I find it. ISO click editor. So I open that in Microsoft Edge. Yeah, here we go. Let me drag that out. And I need to add that to here. Properties. And that's a underwater profile. Piranha. Calculations message at Navigrast. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, I'll show you it. It's here. There we go. Look, this is quite hilarious. I was having so much trouble trying to sort the flight out. Is this a broken one? I think this might be the broken one. That I was trying to sort it out and it kept messing up. So, oh, it's just still broken a little bit. Okay. But yeah, so what I asked it to do is that I can click airports on the map to build your route. So I put it can also load and save the files for the route, and also you can generate some little code in there. So if you click on there, and then you click on there, you've got number 2, and then you can zoom in and see this is an older one. Click 3, 4, 5. It's not scaling very well. So 6, 7, 8, and it builds it up into here, and I can move these backwards and forwards as well. It's so clever. So for instance, I could swap that, and I could go, oh, that wasn't right, and then click 9, 10, 11, 12. This is an older one. A more modern, the more recent one scales these so you can see what you're doing. So you can sort of work out, you can sort your route quicker this way. There we go. And then I'll just go around here, pop, and I went to New Zealand. There's a lot or not on here. And then I went across, so I could say I went across to there, although that obviously would be different on a map. And then you can sort these, and here's the code here that you can paste straight into my map there, and I'll generate it again. And then you can drag these backwards and forwards, and and get rid of them. So for instance, number 7, where's number 7? Up here. I could click Yerp. I could just get rid of number 7, or I could just click there and go, right, there's Yerp, and I can move that up to number 7, 6. So I could put that there, and then it puts Yerp in. So it's a really good sorting tool for doing all that. I thought it did a good job of that. Although the zooming's still broken, it should scale these, keep these sizes as you zoom in, so you can see what bloody airports you're at. Anyhow, and of course it's got an undo. Oh, it's got an undo as well. Amazing. And then I can save a JSON file. So I could say visited.json. If that just keeps the data, because although you've copied it here, you might have lost it. Anyhow, there we go. Thought that might be interesting. Well, thanks everyone, and I'll next time we'll do something. It might be even in a place with mountains. So thank you all, and goodbye.